Football.
You can easily say that the best and worst moment for Maryland football in 2017 happened in the same game, the season opener. On one hand, Maryland opened up 2017 with an upset, a win at Texas, scoring 51 points against the Longhorns. And at that point, you might have been thinking, man, this Maryland team, got to watch out for them. Could be a pretty nice season. But the Terrapins paid the price for success in that game. They lost quarterback Tyrell Pingree due to a knee injury, and in that same game on the defensive side, lost their best pass rusher in Jesse Annabottom. Foot injury derailed his season. 2 games later, the bad luck did not stop as Kasem Hill, the backup quarterback, he got hurt, torn ACL. So Maryland was without at least 3 key players before Big Ten play even commenced. As you can imagine, the offense struggled for the rest of the season, only scoring 16 points per game after that, and the defense struggled all year long. Only a 4-win season for DJ Durkin's squad. So at least entering this season, you'll start healthy. And if you're a Maryland fan, you hope it stays that way. You do get both Hill and Pingree back at QB. I'm not sure who's going to be the starter because both of them give you that passing accuracy you need, but also both of them, too, can break a big run at any time. So defenses have to take that into account. By the way, Maryland has a QB back that played the majority of the season because of the injuries. That is Max Bordenslogger, more of a pocket-style quarterback. What's going to be interesting this year is to see how the running game does. Because last year it wasn't bad, and this year it could be even a more integral part because Matt Canada now comes from LSU. Previously he was at Pittsburgh, but last season at LSU, Canada as well as head coach Ed Orgeron didn't always see things eye to eye. So now Canada departs Baton Rouge and comes to College Park, Maryland. A pro-style offense. You won't see as much shotgun and expect to see the running backs be a more integral part. That's good news for Ty Johnson and Lorenzo Hamilton. Both backs a year ago had about 1,500 yards combined in rushing. As far as the receivers, you're going to miss DJ Moore, 80 catches, over 1,000 yards. Yeah, that's a big board right there. So Tavion Jacobs, we'll see if he becomes the number 1 guy for the Terps, 47 receptions and 5 touchdowns. And DJ Turner's put a couple of years there now entering his junior year. Turner didn't have a lot of catches last year, but did play all 12 games in 2017. Offensive line, you get everybody back, including the very talented left tackle in Derwin Gray. Could be all Big Ten this season. The defense last year, we mentioned it earlier, all kinds of struggles. The thing that's the most eye-popping off of the stat sheet, Maryland ranked 120th out of 130 teams in scoring defense. Nobody was worse in the Big Ten than Maryland when it came to scoring D, allowing 37 points per contest. Biggest reason for that, in my opinion, there was virtually no pass rush at all. Remember, they had Jesse Annabottom in 2016 who had 9 sacks. And last year, the injury early on in Maryland's pass rush really suffered as a result. Only 16 sacks for the Terrapins, and 12 of those happened in 3 games. So Annabottom, he's back. He's ready to go. That's an immediate upgrade. He'll play the buck position. And at defensive end, they're getting a guy from Auburn. In fact, Maryland's going to be adding several transfers. Byron Cowherd used to play at Auburn, so he will be a plus for that defensive line that needs all the help they can get into the quarterback. In terms of the linebacking unit, Jermaine Carter Jr., don't have him anymore. He was an all Big Ten linebacker in 2017. So now Trey Watson will be the starter at middle linebacker. They're getting Watson from Indiana, a graduate transfer. And you do have Isaiah Davis back, who played the outside linebacking position for the Terrapins in 2017. So some experience there at linebacker. Maryland will line up primarily 3-3-5 defense. And the secondary would be my least concerned area for Maryland, just because of the fact that even though they bended, they usually didn't break. They didn't give up too many big plays, even though the defense itself gave up a lot of points. You do get Antoine Brooks back, leading returning tackler at the nickelback spot, 77 stops a year ago. Also returning is Darnell Savage at the free safety spot, entering his senior year. And at the corner position, Marcus Lewis. Doesn't hurt to get a Florida State Seminole to come join your team, and that's where he is transferring from. Anytime I feel a team doesn't have a realistic shot at winning their division, I'll focus on the games, rather, that I feel are the most pivotal toward getting those 6 necessary wins and a bowl bid. Texas is definitely one of those games. And you know the Longhorns will have revenge on their mind after what happened last year in Austin, losing 51-41. The game is home-slanted for the Terps, however, playing this one in Landover, home of the Redskins. I'm going to say Maryland gets wins at Bowling Green and against Temple the following 2 games. I've highlighted 4 other games, all in the Big Ten, and 3 of them are at home. These are essential for Maryland to try to get to that necessary 6-win plateau, just in case they don't beat Texas. You got Minnesota at home in late September. I'm going to give the slight edge to the Terrapins. You got Rutgers and Illinois both coming to College Park in October. And the big game to me toward maybe a bowl bid for Maryland would be that mid-November matchup in Bloomington against Indiana. If the Terrapins can't get the 6 wins at that point, they're not going to a bowl game because the final 2 games of the year are against Ohio State and at Penn State. Ouch. Maryland, I think their offense will be good, and as long as they can stay healthy, and that's a big if, expect improvement there. But defensively, I'm not quite as sure. They'll be a little bit better pass rush-wise. But remember, this is a team that a year ago did give up 37 points per game. It would have to be a dramatic turnaround there. And special teams, Maryland ranked outside the top 115 in 2017 in place kicking, punting, and kickoff efficiency. I've got Maryland finishing at a distant 5th in the Big Ten East. That's my look at the Terrapins. We'll see you next time.